Chapter 11. My revenge tactic has mostly been not talking to Levi for the last 45 hours, but I'm not sure he noticed, so I'm extending it to at least a week. He sits to my left during lunch, keeping his head down like his cheese sandwich is the most interesting thing in the room. Maybe the silent treatment isn't the right way to get back at Levi. I twist it in my seat to face Wendy and put my back toward Levi. I wonder if he notices my rudeness. Wendy does most of the talking here at lunch and on the bus. I'm learning a lot about similarities between the musicals Les Mis and Hamilton. You can listen to them online. I know you'll love them, she says, between spoonfuls of yogurt. So will you listen to them? Sure. Awesome. I'll listen with you. Can I come over to your house today? Wendy asks. I'll text my mom later, but I'm sure it's okay. I close my eyes and picture our apartment and my room. Is there anything that might give away my secret? My walls are decorated with images of the Fibonacci spiral of nature, flower petals, pine cones, shells, far-off galaxies, but Wendy would probably assume I love nature, not numbers. I have a collection of math and engineering textbooks on the top shelf of my desk. Nana buys them at garage sales, and most were printed in the 1950s and 60s. They'd be harder to explain, I guess. But I don't have a house. We live in an apartment. I tug on my lightning bolt necklace. Part of me is hoping that this is not okay and she won't be able to come. Cool, she says, and she puts her arm out like she's going to hug me or high-five me, and I jump back in my seat. My elbow knocks into something. I turn to see Levi's chocolate milk puddling across the table. He groans. I'm sorry, I mumble. His sandwich and chips are already soggy. I drop 4 Clorox wipes onto the table, and I struggle to open the 5th individual packet. This cuts into my daily supply, but I still have enough for the rest of my classes. Other kids, including Maddie and Jennifer, hand Levi their napkins. I do the same. Levi picks up his ruined lunch and carries it to the garbage can. Other kids move their trays away from the puddle. Levi comes back with a roll of paper towels to mop up the mess. My mess. Serves you right for cheating. I only say this in my head, and it doesn't make me feel any better. Sorry, I whisper again. It was an accident, Levi replies. The brown paper towels aren't exactly super absorbent. He needs half a roll to soak up the milk. When the table is finally clean, Levi sits down. Then he pretends to bite into an invisible sandwich. The kid across from him laughs. Then Levi peels an invisible banana and pretends to eat it. More kids are laughing. Enough of the mime act, Maddie says, but not in a mean way. She's laughing too. Then she reaches into the small handbag that she carries crossbody. Here, she holds out a couple of $1 bills to Levi. Go buy some more chips or an ice cream. Levi looks at the money. No thanks. I'll take it, another kid says. No, Maddie says. She shoves the bill into Levi's hand. Just take it. Then she turns to Jasmine, who is on the other side of her. Levi stares at the money for a second, then shrugs and walks to the food line. A minute later, he's back with Doritos and more chocolate milk. When he walks past Maddie, he says a quiet thank you. He doesn't even look my direction. Wendy follows me off the bus and to my apartment. She's predicted. My mom agreed to the visit. I offer Wendy a squirt of hand sanitizer when we get inside. Nana isn't home. She's working the day shift at Cracker Barrel. Do you want a snack? I ask as I clean the kitchen table with a Clorox wipe. Yes, please. Tell me you have something other than fruit or non-fat yogurt. That's all we have at home. We've got Twizzlers. Yes. I move the box of oatmeal and carton of bread crumbs to get the candy stash. Nana and I both know where the candy is hidden. I'm not sure who we are hiding it from. Robbers or the landlord, I guess. I offer Wendy the open bag. She takes 3. I bite off the end of a Twizzler, and then I sit at the kitchen table. It's easier to keep secrets if we stay out of my room. I don't get why you do that, Wendy says through a mouthful. She takes a seat next to me. I shrug. I don't know either. Then just stop. I can't. It's an OCD thing, right? Yeah, I guess. Nana took me to a psychologist 3 years ago. Dr. Walsh set up a treatment plan and said that with some mild medication and gradual exposure to your triggers, we could probably control the OCD. I asked her if that meant the digits of pi would go away. She answered, yes, with some work, and with that, I refused to go back. I wouldn't mind losing my sit-stand routine or not worrying about germs, but no one was taking away pi. I have an aunt with OCD, Wendy says. She has to touch both sides of a door frame like 10 times before she can walk through the door. She says if she doesn't touch it, something horrible will happen. She explains her aunt like she's giving me the instructions for a board game. It's not exactly like that for me. I bite off another piece of candy. Then what is it? If I don't do my routine, if I don't stand 3 times, or I don't tap my toe 3 times when I stop walking, stuff messes with my head. What kind of stuff? She opens her eyes wide. No, just numbers. I hold open the bag of Twizzlers. She takes another 3. I wonder if she's taking 3 at a time on purpose. Thanks. This string of numbers takes over my brain if I don't follow my pattern. It's like an alien invasion in my head. The digits are loud and bright and I can't do anything else. I can't even think about anything else because they block everything. I don't tell her the numbers are digits of pi. That's an unnecessary detail. That's weird, but at least you have a way to stop it. You have a secret antidote or a weapon that stops the aliens. Sit 3 times, or tap your foot 3 times, and you're fine. Yep, my magic formula that freaks people out. Imagine if you couldn't stop the number invasion. That would be worse. I guess that's true. We finished the 1-pound bag of Twizzlers. I grabbed 2 Sprites and a sleeve of Chips Ahoy cookies, and we go into the living room to watch TV. Wendy seems to have forgotten she wanted to listen to Broadway musicals this afternoon, and I'm not going to remind her. You have endless supplies of sugar here. I may never leave, Wendy says. I let Wendy have the remote. She flips channels until she comes to a commercial. Ooh, she grunts at the TV. Cookie crumbs fly from her mouth. What's wrong? I know she's not choking because she's making too much noise. She points at the screen. It's a commercial for Rocky Mountain Lodge. I've seen it before, and it's not that exciting. A family enjoys a day of water rides, followed by a meal and a hug from a raccoon mascot, and then the kids are tucked into bed by very happy parents. My mom says I can have my birthday party there. Wendy says when the commercial is over, cool. She doesn't seem impressed by my reaction. Have you ever been? No. It's going to be awesome. She holds out her hands. Like awesome can be measured as a distance. We're going to stay overnight in a suite, and we're going to go on every ride. That's assuming I get all A's first quarter. But that shouldn't be a problem. When's your birthday? November 10th. That's not for 71 days. Wendy opens her mouth dramatically like a cartoon character. What the what? I think it's 71 days. I laugh and rub my palms on my khaki shorts. Wendy pulls out her cell phone. She taps the screen. Then she shrugs. You're right. I'm good with dates. It's a game I play with my grandmother. We call it Countdown. It's really not hard. We know how many days are in each month, right? I guess. We watch TV and finish our snack. I actually like having Wendy over, but I'm dying to know if anyone solves my epic problem in the math forums. I wrote it so that it seemed super simple, but there was a twist. I bet 90% of people miss it. I'll be right back. I get up. Wendy doesn't ask me where I'm going. She's focused on the show about children's working conditions in Bangladesh. I boot up my computer and log into MathWiz. 41 people have tried to solve my problem. I scroll through the solutions. Wrong, wrong, wrong. But then I see it. The right answer. It was posted by MathMaster. I write in the comments, awesome, you got it. I don't admit that part of me is disappointed that the 4th person figured it out. The next 37 posts are all arguments about whether MathMaster was right. Lucy, Wendy calls from the living room. My sister is here. Coming. I turn off my computer, saying goodbye to my e-friends, and go back to the actual human in my living room. Not that my online buddies aren't actually humans. I gotta go, she says. She walks over to me and gives me a one-armed hug around my shoulders. I don't move. I don't breathe. I don't approve. Next time, you can come to my house, but you'll have to smuggle in the good food. Nana told me to make one friend, and I guess I have. She may be using me for a sugar rush, but that's okay.